Hello, 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 and we are back to probably do the absolute impossible. Welcome to my channel. I'm Millennium Sparrow, and I am in
My magic can
probably
reveal how special this
almost middle, about 40%, through a design challenge that I set for myself, where I let the roll of a dice decide which biome and which house I'm designing it in. And it's been an interesting journey so far. On our 18th build, I think that's what number we're on. Yep. 18th build. We have rolled Vanellope's house, everyone's absolute favorite, and it's going to be our first building in our plaza. So I'm not sure it could have got any more. Well, I'm not going to say that because you never know. You never know. So, as always, Vanellope's house is a challenge between her and Ursula. Probably the number one most, what's the word I'm looking for? Banished houses to other like floating islands and DLCs. In my builds, I've always tried to include every character house. It's part of what I think makes this game fun, is having them all together in the same area. And so we are bringing this ice cream cone down here. And I'm trying to clear us a little spot for... Oh, that was my dog burping, if you all heard that. Alright, so we're just trying to start with a little bit of a blank slate. Just moving the houses that we haven't used yet. Oh, Merlin's. Alright, I'm going to move the stalls out of here as well, so we can see what we're working with. I will say, I've never had this house in this biome. Each time I have built the area for Vanellope, it's been in the Peaceful Meadow. Once was basically where the Beast Castle is right now, and the other is actually pretty much where Merida's house is. That is not Merida. Maribel's house is. So now it's a matter of, are we going to feature Vanellope like I have in the last couple, where it's full on, you're seeing her house, she's got all of her stuff out, her car, the start line, or are we going to use her house differently? Gonna have to clean up the whole area, and actually let me use my vacuum real quick because we do have some mist. I'll get rid of some of those problems. I'll finish it up with the... So, yeah, like with most of these designs so far, I only have a vague idea of where this is gonna go. This one, I would be shocked if it wasn't a longer video. Because I think what I want to do this time is disguise it a bit. And how I'm going to do that is make it almost the center of a carnival, and then cross our fingers that we get some colorful houses to come up here. Now the real question is, where are we going to put it since we have a very open space here? I don't think I want to have it right up front and center, but let's just see. So as you come up this way, it pretty much blocks the view of the castle. And you would come around, see it this way. Coming when you land in here, it blocks a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's not gonna work. I think I'm gonna go over here. No, I don't know why. But it's also going to depend what it looks like coming down from Forest of Valor, because that could make our decision. Okay, so coming down this way, you don't really see the door, it's just the big lollipops. Now over here, I don't think you'd see the lollipops at all because of the way that tree is. So let's try it on this side. I honestly knew we were gonna roll for Vanellope at one point, but again, we're in the plaza. Okay, so it's gonna be this way. Yeah, so we're gonna use that side. And I was considering bringing in one of the house skins to almost potentially camouflage it in a way. This is one of the no, I don't think that's what I'm gonna do. Park it over here just because, but let me see. Oh, I have not used the giant lotus yet. Holy goodness, that is large. So how do these two work together to give us our little festival type thing in here? By festival, I don't have any rides or anything like that, so maybe I'm thinking more like Ren Fair feeling. I could get behind that. Now, I think the whole lot of pink, my goodness. Let me go to here. This whole build has been a lot of pink. It's worked out that way. I can't forget I have this. This also needs to be out so I can see it. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking about. They are a little bit larger, but Vanellope's house is kind of... Oh, that one's much larger than I remember. It was not in the Plaza last time though. Ticket dispenser. We would have this thing. Flower shop. Okay, yeah, you can't really see it this direction, so we are going to keep it anchored over here. And when we land here... Oh, it's giving me mini golf actually, and I kind of am obsessed with it. You can take away the mailbox. Okay. I want to put the games in front of here if possible, so that it becomes the backdrop for this. Now I want to have this. Okay, we're getting there. This piece just might be too big. Like I said, this is this is gonna be a long video. Right now, I'm kind of doing a little bit different than I usually do, and I'm placing some bigger pieces. I definitely need some trees, but let's take a look at this. Okay, so it definitely gives me a little carnival feel. And we're definitely camouflaging Vanellope's house in this one. But in my last two builds, she has had this full-blown area dedicated to herself. So this time, I'm just kind of camouflaging it. Now, it feels busy. It might be because I don't have any trees yet. So let's do that before I take anything away. And we'll go oldest. How many versions? Okay, you have two. And I think you guys have two each as well. Nope, it's the same size. Okay, so those are our options that I want to stick with. As you can see, some of them are smaller, shorter than the others. So you can click on that tree and place one, then go back in and click again, and it will give you the second variant of it. I found that out on accident. So if you didn't know, don't feel like you should have. Okay, so I don't want to block the top of the little water slide. My goodness. But I do want the tree in there. And then let's go with another straight one. I don't know why my Xbox is torturing me today. I think too much is going on there. I don't think I can pick that up yet. Nope. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let it save. So you would come down from the castle. You don't really see, I mean, you kind of see your house, but you don't really come up from here that often. And then we've got this little fair market area, prizes. This came from Wish Blossom Ranch. The water slide as well. I do want to do something here. Kind of camouflage that, or just at least bring it together a little bit better. Since I don't plan on really using that house as a house, we're just going to shift that door against it. And it kind of looks the same all the way around. I think I want to bring it this way just a bit because you want a walkway between or behind this. Okay, trees. You're all gonna go over here for a minute. Okay, so let's see. If we do some lower foliage, I feel like this is probably going to be part of this build. I just don't think it's going to be placed just yet. And like I said, I can't pick it up. So, oh, I don't want Hades. Thank you. Alright, so we need another tree over here. Maybe? I don't know. I definitely need to get the underbrush together because it's coming together, but it's definitely missing stuff. So then you would walk up here. Hello, Jasmine. Okay, so this little walkway back here can kind of turn into almost a tunnel that comes down here. Maybe a lot of flowers. Ooh, could utilize the Pocahontas rafters. Now the front, I want to bring... I haven't used these yet. What are these? How big are these? Nope. I'll keep you over here for now, though. Giant gooseberries. I don't want to go too oversized because I'm trying to keep this not necessarily fairies, but more carnival. Because I did a whole pixie meadow in the second build that was very... used everything oversized. Okay, so we have... So if we stick with the green that's very close to the grass, it should calm down, or calm the chaos of color over here. I think the other flowers I've been using are under trees for some silly reason. Okay, yeah, let's check the trees. Oops. I don't want to do more pink. We're not doing more pink. See? I don't know why this is under trees. We got ourselves a little hidden Mickey right there. We'll do another one over here. Right now I'm just fitting foliage in where it kind of works. I want those. Get the large sunflower trees, but like I said, we're not going to do the oversized in this section because I want it to still look proportionate. Now I do want to see if I can do that rafter idea I was talking about back here, because I think that would really start this whole sort of build in this area. So now I just need to remember where they are. So let's filter by Pocahontas, which I think is down here. It's probably not. It's probably up towards the top. Okay, so I've got a few of them. So let's see about creating. Yeah, I knew that tree was being annoying. Alright. I do like our little walkway. I think I'm going to add some bushes or stone wall maybe along the back. I'm not sure. Ooh, or the tulips along the side. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that with the top part though, but you can run through them. Alright, stone wall should be in here somewhere. Really? I didn't use them all. Don't think I uncrafted them. Do you have the hedge, though? I don't think that would work in here. I think it's too structured. So we're gonna go with these for now, and if I eventually find my stone walls, we will put them in here. At the moment, I don't know why they don't exist. But they don't. Maybe it's just a matter of a couple bushes because I like the way those stones look. Okay. Play tent. This one's new. And it could go with this whole little vibe over here. But I don't know if I want to build that out yet. Because if we're doing like the Ren Fair Festival type deal in this section, we could keep going depending on what other items we get or roll for up here. We'll save that too. No, I said I didn't want oversized, but I think this is the lighting that we need over here. Just feels a little more celebratory. He's cute. Okay, birthday candles. Ooh, a balloon arch could probably go quite well over here. And if it gets to the point where we do one on each one, that color seems to go really well. Let's do some plushies out here for prizes, I think. Okay, I want to use these, so I guess this guy's gone. Just looking. I don't want to grow it too big. Balloons could go good in here though. Doesn't let me put it over that. Can you guys go on top? Nope. Okay. Put out some trash bins because that feels right in this scenario. Actually, we'll just put the one over there. Maybe it changes depending on what comes up over here. Putting this with this so we don't forget. Okay, so I want some benches. Can't really think of anything off the top of my head, so I'm not going to scroll through everything. I love these colorful park benches. Maybe I need something right there to finish this up. And I think it's a little booth of some sort. Not hot cocoa. Oh, you know what? About one of these. Ooh, you know, let's do Tiana's food stall over here. I like the colors with this. Okay, that's perfect. And we'll leave the ground a little empty for now until I decide what else is coming up here. But shockingly, I think we have finished this build where we have Vanellope's house hidden in our little festival. The start of our little festival. Ren Fair carnival type deal in the plaza. Let me go ahead and zoom out from above. We also utilized the Lotus House skin in this and a few items from the Wish Blossom Ranch DLC. But I am pretty happy with how it turned out. Considering it's Vanellope's house. And like I said, we weren't making the build centered around her. So, thank you for tuning in. Until the dice decide for the next build, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.